Hi, thank you for joining us today. Here in front of me is a Pocher 1987 Ferrari F40 1/8 scale model car. Now, this really cool, neat model car is something that I love. I'm a huge fan of the F40, and this company does a great job. But before I dive into this cool car, I wanted to talk about the company, some neat information. So the company is spelled Pocher, and I thought it was Pocher. And so I went on YouTube and was searching around. A lot of people pronounce it the same way. And I was like, well, that just doesn't seem right because everybody's pronouncing it differently. So we went on the forums and people were saying it's pronounced this way, that way. So we went ahead and clarified this dilemma and contacted Marvin at Model Motor Cars, and he said it's actually pronounced Pocher. So boom, there you go. Now you know it's Pocher. So Pocher is a really neat company. They've been in business since 1966, and they first put out their Fiat 130 horsepower F2 model car, and a lot of people liked it. It gained traction. The company got a lot of good feedback about it, and this type of model car kits were designed for intermediate builders. They came usually with over 500 pieces, and they were very intricate. They were very attention to detail. And as people were beginning to build them, they realized like, wow, these are really nice. And they started the partnership and started to make different brands like Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and they came out with this model about 20 years ago. And actually a little over 20 years ago. And the F40 is such a great car. It has such an amazing reputation, and I've always loved it. And when they put this out, I wasn't born yet, but as I was looking online for something really neat, because I love cars, if I could have cars, everything, car tables, car sofas, I would do it, but I think my wife would kill me. So I got away with this, and the funny thing is like I went on eBay and I was searching for them, and I was like, wow, they're quite expensive, about $1,000 or so, or more actually. And I didn't want to pay that, so I found one on Craigslist. And the story about this one is that it was actually like in a house that like had water damage, and it was sitting like upside down, just completely messed up. And the guy wanted $200. I said, okay. Well, I drove down there, and it was so bad that I had to talk to him, and I got it for $160. And I started replacing things like the windshield and miscellaneous parts, and it's still in the process. But the thing about Pocher is that the attention to detail just keeps. It really blows my mind. I mean, when you open these doors, inside the interior, it's just. You have the seats. Some of these cars I've seen, they have actual like carpeted little floor mats, and the gear shifter looks really neat, and they have seat belts, and the gauges look neat, and sometimes they have a little key in there. It's really neat. And they didn't hold back also when they're on the engine part. The separate pieces, and making sure that the actual model car reflects the actual real car. And I'm still really happy about this, and it's an ongoing project. But at the end of the day, now Pocher's making Lamborghini Aventadors and different type of really neat model cars. And if you've been interested in it, as a builder, I would recommend that. It takes from directions, the amount of parts, gosh, a lot of patience and building time. But if you like that, that's awesome. But if you find one that's already complete and you're wondering like, hey, is this something I like or enjoy? In my opinion, the build quality and the way people come and see this and they love it, and I think it's a wonderful, cool little neat model car, and I think you won't regret it. So I'm glad I could share this with you, and information about these cars. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good day.